When I was in 5th grade, I was kind of a social reject. Allow me to explain.
The unluckiest girl in the world, that's me!
At this time, there was this guy that I thought was pretty cool, as you do in 5th grade. This young man, who for the sake of the story we will call Fred, was one of my friends, and we used to play Star Wars on the playground. We had been cast as George and Martha Washington, respectively, in the upcoming school play, and I was so excited at the opportunity to get to spend more time with him. A few weeks before this performance was supposed to happen, my PE teacher decided that we should start playing baseball in class. But for some reason, we didn't have any baseballs to play with, so she gave us a soccer ball to pitch instead. This was a bad idea for several reasons. Firstly, soccer balls are significantly harder to catch than baseballs because of their very apparent difference in size. Also, soccer balls are roughly the same size as the average 5th grader's face. And of course, baseball bats simply aren't designed to be used on soccer balls. Bad things happen when you don't use things for what they're designed for. But for whatever reason, my teacher thought this was a good idea, and none of us knew enough to argue. So we got ready to play. My 5th grade brain didn't really think through the risks of participating in this new sport, and I was really excited for my turn at bat. I played softball as a kid, and I was actually pretty good. I was also not very popular as a kid, so I was hoping to prove myself at something that I was good at so that people would like me. That's not quite how things worked out. I stood at the plate, the pitch was thrown, and I swung as hard as I could. Fun fact, if you hit a soccer ball with a metal baseball bat, the bat will ricochet.
Who can say where the road goes, where the day flows, only time. And who can say if you love?
I hit myself in the face with the full force of my swing. I fell to the ground, seeing stars, and my teacher sent me to the nurse's office. The place where the bat made contact with my forehead swelled up and essentially became a gigantic blood blister. It took up the entire center of my forehead. And since it was filled with blood, to the touch it kind of felt like one of those stress balls. And one of my friends was very amused by this, and she liked to come up and poke me in the face and say, heh, squishy. Fred, on the other hand, reacted a little differently to my appearance. After the giant blood pocket appeared on my face, he walked up to me and said, "If that doesn't go away, I'm not going to marry you in the show." The next few weeks were basically just a montage of me running up to the mirror hoping it had magically disappeared overnight. Finally vanished mere days before the performance, and I was thrilled. Fred and I did the show, and he was my stage husband for roughly 50 minutes. He's married to someone else now, though, so I guess I struck out on that.
When all is going wrong and you're scared as hell, what you gonna do, who you gonna tell? Maybe 100 bad days made 100 good stories. 100 good stories made me interesting at parties. 100 bad days made 100 good stories. 100 good stories made me interesting at parties. Yeah, no,